This is the self-titled podcast of the Golf in Japan website, where you can check essential information in English about golfing in Japan, including more than 2,000 courses. We can help you book your round and make the whole process a whole lot easier. So check out golf-in-japan.com and start planning your Japan golf trip today. Golf in Japan, April 26th. We have no Pro Joe today as he's on site at the ISPS Handa Championship, but we do have Damon. Hi, Damon.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going very well. Actually, let's get the weather out of the way first of all, because it's beautiful in Japan right now. Amazing.
Finally, some good weather.
Yeah, love it. It's 26 degrees today, I believe. Nice blue skies, everything. Great for the golf tournament that Joe's involved with.
Not sure about the weekend, though. Could be a little bit of rain on Saturday.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so we're recording this and it's Thursday, and the ISPS Handa Championship has just kicked off up in Gotemba. And who's winning right now? As we speak, I put something on social media which said that Keita Nakajima is going to win it because he came off that win in India, and you know they're extra motivated for Japan. Okay. Oh, it's Paul Yannick, and he's 5 under at the moment. And Nakajima's he's 10th. No, he's on hole 10 and he's 3 under. That's where. There we go. He's tied for 4th. Okay, that's not bad. Got some money on Mr. Nakajima on Ageishimasu.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him win.
Yeah, well, he's already won. He's won the Indian Open, so he's on a kind of hot streak, you know. But before we get it, lots of I was going to say Tiger news, lots of tour news. But before we get into, well, not much tour news. It's just been completely dominated by 2 people. Let's talk about our prefecture of the week, which is?
Prefecture of the week is Shiga in the Kansai region, northeast of Kyoto, heading towards Gifu.
That's right.
If you're familiar with that.
Lake Biwa.
That is true. Very, very famous. That's one of the more famous things about Shiga for sure, Lake Biwa. But why is it famous? Did you know?
No.
Bit of rhetorical, isn't it? It's the largest freshwater lake in Japan.
Oh, yeah. It's very big. When you're going on a Shinkansen from Tokyo to Osaka, you kind of come over a ridge and then you just see this massive body of water. But it's a lake, freshwater lake. There you go.
It is. And they also have some of the oldest style sushi in Japan called funazushi. And that's because they use the fermented carp, actually caught out of Lake Biwa.
Wow. We were talking about the sushi from the persimmon tree that's wrapped in the leaves from the persimmon tree.
Okay.
That got Joe all excited.
Very good, very good. All right, so the courses, there's approximately about 40-odd courses in Shiga. One of the most famous, probably the Seta Golf Club.
Exactly, yep.
And they have 2 courses there, the East and the West. But on Golf in Japan, the top 5 searched courses is the Diamond Shiga Country Club, the Gamo Country Club, the Shiraki Kokusai Country Club, the Omi Hills Golf Course, and the Comwood Golf Course.
Very nice. I've heard of Diamond. They have a big hotel there, right?
Yes, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. Nice resort.
And price point all starting around about 10,000 yen, so about $65, $70, up to about 25,000 yen.
Amazing. You wouldn't get that price for Seta though, would you?
Not for a weekend, I would doubt, especially now coming into a really busy season.
Yeah. So it's designed by Seiichi Inoue,
right?
Who had done Kasumi Gaseki and also Koana. So yeah, that's why it's so well regarded. Yeah, it's about 3 times the price to pay to play Seta, but yeah,
but it is a public course. That's good to know.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
so Koana.
Some of these really high end courses you can't get on, but Seta, Koana, both these courses you can get on. Yeah,
that's really cool. Yeah, I guess it's not for everybody, right? It's like kind of trophy hunter golf course. You know, and then the fun ones are the ones that you have a resort, you can go there and you relax, and they're the most popular ones. I definitely want to check out that Diamond one. Looks really good.
It does.
Okay, cool. What else about Shiga?
The only other thing I really had was there's a very romantic, popular train that goes through the region there. I think it's called the Sagano romantic train, and it's quite famous as it travels through the mountainous areas, and it's really popular during the autumn when all the leaves are changing colours.
Very nice. Yeah, that's what Shiga's very famous for, isn't it? That's cool. A couple of things on the article, that the 5 things that you must do when you visit Shiga Prefecture is go on a Lake Biwa cruise, go to the ninja house where you can put on ninja clothes and pretend to be a ninja. Probably good if you have kids. Hikone Castle. It's one of the best preserved original castles, which is true because a lot of the castles in Japan were burnt over the years or bombed or whatever. So it's actually intact. So that's a good one to check out. And then Omi Hachiman, the Edo period castle city, is a relic from the more dangerous time period. The entire city is walled, allowing the city to become a heavily defended fortress if under attack.
God, this sounds like so many prefectures in Japan, though.
It's true. I know. And then you know the flavors of Japan. Okay, they've got sushi, they've got sake.
Yeah.
But actually, they're the flavors of Shiga.
And a temple. Yeah.
It's always ever so slightly. They all have sushi and they all have hot pot. But in the case of Shiga, they have duck hot pot. That's their specialty. Right? Whereas if you go to, say, Hokkaido, it's probably crab. You know, some sort of snow crab nabe. So they're all kind of similar, but very, you know, slight differences.
I must admit, this funa sushi that they have there, I mean, I've never really heard of fermented fish being served as sushi.
Fermented fish, does that mean gone off?
Doesn't it?
Like natto?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not so. Carp as well. Carp is a hard thing to eat because they're such a weird fish.
But yeah, got to get down there and try it.
Yeah, I'll give anything a go once. You know, when I first came to Japan, I couldn't eat anything. I was eating like even a very mild curry, and I'd be like, ah. But now I'm like, anything.
Straight to Macca's. Yeah. But no, that's it for Shiga. So some great golf courses down there. So get on to golf in Japan and make your next booking.
Fantastic. Okay, well, I guess we'll without Joe, we'll have to talk a little bit about the tour news and try and act like we know what we're talking about. So I guess the big one is Scotty Scheffler, second green jacket, bit of an unstoppable guy now. There's whispers of him being the next Tiger Woods, and he's going to go on this stretch now where he's won a few. He's just come off the RBC Canadian Open where he won last week. So now he's 3 in a row, or is it 4 in a row?
The guy's a machine.
Oh, he's a machine. Yeah, he is.
Unbelievable.
Incredible. And he's so, I mean, like, there was a story I was reading. So he, you know, after winning the Masters, obviously a bit busy, pops into Canada, I suppose, wherever they were playing, in Ontario somewhere. And he flew in on Tuesday night, only had time to play 9 holes on Wednesday, and then goes and wins the tournament. And his wife is heavily pregnant, so he was at any moment going to have to, like the Learjet was on standby, I heard. Yeah,
so he said even if he was winning the tournament, he would still leave and go to his family. So what a
his
gentleman.
First child?
He said it was his first child, yeah.
I suppose for your first one.
Second one.
Second one.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Maybe if it was a Sunday.
Yeah. Were you allowed into the hospital room to see your kids being born?
No.
Either was I.
Oh no, yes I was. No, only for my second child. My first child was an emergency CC.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So for little Joey, yep, I was there.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. No, we were in a university hospital, and it was just like right outside. That was it. No conversation about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, my first child, I was actually told we were going to have a boy. And it was actually a girl.
No, really?
Yeah. We used to go to this really, really old doctor, very famous in this very country town neighborhood. So everyone went to him, and he was like 150 years old. But he made the mistake. And when the nurse came out and said, "Congratulations, it's a girl," I'm like, "Look, I'm sorry, you've got the wrong person. I'm having a boy."
Yeah, that's especially that's like an old story, right? But like, you know, this is within the modern era where they have all sorts of amazing 3D imaging and scanning. And
well, they didn't have 3D scanning.
They didn't have back then,
but it's 25 years ago.
Well, my mum apparently when I was born, she must have been off her head on drugs, and apparently when she woke up, she came to, and then I had an armband on saying my name was Emmett. And my dad had picked the name and told the nurses everything that it was Emmett. And of course, Irish people don't really say the word T, the letter T, so it would have been Emma. Emma. But so glad she came to her senses and stopped the madness. Yeah. Okay, and then Nelly Korda, it's kind of same as Scotty. She has the record. So since nobody since Tiger Woods has won 4 tournaments in a row, so she's done that, and a major no less. So she won the Chevron Championship, which is unbelievable. And she is, everyone says it's cliche, she's growing the game, but if you look at the tournaments, which it's just full of kids. All Nelly, and she's taking the time to high fives and signing all the autographs, and also that's great to see.
That's what it needs.
Yeah, I think Scotty's the same. They're kind of salt of the earth. Americans, kind of quiet. They go about their things. They're not too flashy, and they just get it done. And it's been a while since we've had some Americans dominating. Especially in the women's game. So that's good to see.
Yeah,
so well
absolutely.
done, Nelly. And then, and so the European Tour had a week off. They're all still doing their Asian swing, and now they're all in Japan.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. So tomorrow, I'm going to, when we release this podcast, actually, I'm hopefully going to tie on if I can interview somebody up there, somebody of the golfer variety. I'll put it on the back of this podcast, so it could be right there now. But I'm heading up there tomorrow, so looking forward to it.
Awesome. And where is it again?
It's in Taiheiyo Gotemba. What's it? Taiheiyo Golf Club Gotemba course. There you go. That's the full title. Which is there, and it is beautiful golf course. It's very hard to get on, isn't it?
Very hard. Predominantly members only.
Yeah. Very close to Mount Fuji. Hopefully today we'll see some amazing stuff.
It'd be beautiful there today.
It'd be beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, they also hold the Sumitomo Visa Classic there.
That's right.
Yep.
And the BMW.
And the BMW. Have quite
the Asian Amateur. There. Yeah, they've done a few, I think, up there. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully I get a couple of sound bites for everybody to enjoy. We need some fresh interviews.
I look forward to listening to it.
Okay, so I think we've done as much as I have on the. I don't know if the Japan tour was playing, but I don't really know these things. This is definitely Joe's department, but the new PGA Strategic Sports Group venture announced that there was $750 million worth of equity up for grabs for a couple of the players. Not all of them.
Not all of them. I think it's going to a few hundred of the players, but the top 36 are getting the most by the sounds of it.
I heard Tiger's getting 100 mil.
Yeah, amazing.
Considering he doesn't play, it's just a brand.
That's what he brings to it, though, isn't it? That's what he
brings, yeah.
The whole deal, it was quite closed doors. I kind of imagine, Tiger Woods would have been instrumental in putting the deal together. But, the Strategic Sports Group, they put in $3 billion. That's a lot of coin.
That is. So I guess they've drawn a line in the sand against the PIF and LIV and said...
Sounds like it.
Well, guess what? We're not doing it. We just stalled you. We just stalled you, ha ha ha, and now we're going to go hard.
Yep.
With our American money.
So if Woods is getting 100, I would presume Rory would be getting less than that.
It said, well, according to Facebook, which we know is the fountain of truth, Rory's getting 50 mil.
50. There you go.
That's a little bit lower than the 300 he was offered by LIV, but I think he was offered 500, right? When the rumors really came out, they were saying 500.
I think it went up to 750 as well, didn't it?
Wow. Yeah, that's right. We were talking about it. Well, he's getting 50 for doing nothing, so it's not a bad day's work.
I wouldn't say it's nothing.
It's equity, though. It's not cash.
It's also, I think it's a sign of loyalty as well. Because the players that are receiving something, predominantly they're the players that have declined to go over to LIV.
That's right.
So it's a little bit more of a thanks for your loyalty. Here's some equity. A
little sign-on bonus.
Yeah, something like that.
Or retention bonus, maybe. Would be the best way to describe it.
I wouldn't turn down a $50 million.
No. Isn't it mad, though, how it's just all about the money now? Like sports in America, talk about basketball and football and Premiership in England and all that. I remember, I think, I could be wrong on this, but I remember, I think it was Roy Keane was the first player at Manchester United who was paid more than the manager.
Wow.
And that just caused mad waves. People were like, how can the boss be paid less than the employees? But that's...
So who is it? I think Otani Shohei is the highest paid athlete in the world. The Japanese baseball player.
Yeah.
He got something like, was it 900 million US?
Was it?
Yeah. It's close to $1 billion.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Obviously not all at one time, but...
what did you think of the was it a secretary's translator?
His translator stealing $25 million or something.
Was it 25 million?
I don't know. It was like tens of millions of dollars. How the hell does a translator have access to?
Well, I heard he became
accounts?
he became his personal assistant kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
gosh.
Otani must have said, "Here's my bank card."
Yeah.
I
mean, did he not realize the money was?
No. You'd think he'd have
a lot
accountant.
of money.
Yeah,
but it's all on gambling.
That's terrible.
All on gambling.
He had it all on Keita Nakajima at the ISPS Championship.
Well, what about the guy from Barstools that made the big bet on Scheffler for the Masters and won it?
Yeah.
I think he bet 300,000 K and got 1.8, something like that.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, not a bad return. This week is also Live Golf in Adelaide, Australia.
That's the big one where they run amok.
They run amok.
Yeah.
That's Australia's Scottsdale, I suppose.
Yeah, it looked really good. Is it on? It's on YouTube.
Yeah, all live, streamed live on YouTube, and it's being played at the Grange Golf Club in Adelaide. Grange is quite a famous area in Australia for wine, Penfolds wine.
Okay.
Yeah, some of their most expensive wine is called the Grange, $1,000 plus bottles.
Wow. Where's famous in Japan for one?
Sorry.
Where it's famous in Japan for one? Yamanashi?
Yamanashi, some Hokkaido wines as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, in Hiroshima?
Hiroshima. Yep.
Okay.
So that's going to be a good one. Like to see Cam Smith step up and take that one.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I guess Australia's been a little bit looked over in terms of PGA Tour events. And so they get to live and people love it down there.
Yeah, they really support it.
Yeah, and even they still love the Great White, don't they?
Oh, Greg Norman,
they love him. They were playing all the flashbacks to him winning the Open and everything. Yeah, that's very good.
He's an icon in Australia for sure.
He is,
and he's an amazing businessman.
Yeah, well, it's good that the European Tour is coming here this weekend. I'm actually looking forward to going to see that. Hopefully, it's the rain holds off, but I think tomorrow should be nice.
Right? So tomorrow looks good.
Yeah, so that'd be good to go and see. Okay, I think that's it for the tour stuff. What about any golf being played as of late?
We all played together on the weekend, last Friday at one of your courses. Yep,
that's fantastic. Shotgun start. That was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first time I've actually done like a full round shotgun start. That was good fun.
Yeah, the wind was. I don't think they'd ever done it in that golf course before. So that was cool, and it was a scramble. It was super windy.
What did your team end up with?
So I was playing with three guys, Henry, Miguel, and Raynal. And those guys, well, Miguel plays a little bit now, but he's only started like a year or two ago. But the other two boys pretty much don't play, and we shot 78.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
I thought it was pretty good. Like we got birdie and that kind of thing.
Yep.
Pretty good. Some sloppy OBs and stuff.
Yep.
Like because of the wind, we all couldn't get off the tee on 18. It's just OB.
Yeah.
I was like, someone managed to slap a 5-iron down there then. But it's like this elevated tee, and I mean the wind must have been going over 30 miles an hour.
It was very windy.
It was super windy. So yeah, once we got down into the valleys a bit, we settled down, and then we actually had a great day. It was good fun. Good.
Yeah, I actually played with my wife and a business colleague, Jerry, and Mr. Paul Braganza. But
Paulie
B. So yeah, I mean, Marco, my wife, she was out driving us off the ladies' tee sometimes, and she was actually really close to getting the long drive of the day. But, we ended up with 3 over.
I find in Japan the ladies' tees, they're significantly further on down the fairway than in other parts of the world. On some there's a par 4, the one that has a big ravine.
Yeah.
And they get about 150 yards. Right, so 150 yards is and you get like I'm sure Marco could smash one out there, maybe 180, 200.
Yeah.
So then you have to really, really get one to beat her, which is not going to be possible,
Yeah.
But that's good. I mean, it's the great equalizer.
Yep. No, it was a good day though.
Yep.
But you playing this weekend?
No, I'm moving house this weekend, so no golf.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm in the same building though, just going from one apartment to another apartment. But yeah, I'm still not looking forward to it. A lot of work.
All right, I'm playing this weekend at the Chiba New Japan Golf Club. But there's about 8 or 12 of us, so it should be a good day.
Okay, that's cool. Never played that golf course. Whereabouts is it?
In Ichihara.
Oh, Ichihara. Okay.
But the weather's looking pretty crap, to be honest. So I need to break out the old wet weather gear.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah.
Okie doke, cool. And then I think we'll have Projo back to normal service next week with ISPS is finished. Yeah.
But before we go, I just want to shout out to Wesley Bryan for coming second in the PGA Corrales. I don't know if you know Wesley Bryan. I follow both him and his brother George on YouTube. Good guys. Haven't seen him up there for a while. He was leading for 3 days, and in the fourth day just fell back a little bit, and Billy Horschel ended up winning.
Was that the guy with the moustache?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was watching that. Yeah.
Yeah, big YouTuber. He's a good guy. But no, it was good to see him up there. So
That's
well
cool.
done. Yeah, he finished only 2 behind. Billy with...
Where was that golf tournament? That's right.
The Corrales.
In Dominican Republic, isn't it? Yeah. Punta Cana or something?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, no, it's good to see him up there.
Yeah, that
He's
looked like a
playing well.
beautiful golf course, actually. Love to go over there.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Miyakojima.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Well,
That's it.
That's good. Thanks very much, Damon. We'll keep it short and sweet because hopefully we'll have some nice ISPS DP World Tour
Looking forward to it.
sound bites. I'll try and do my best for everybody, and that will be coming up next. So thanks very much, Damon.
All right, great. See you,
Cheers.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Golf in Japan here at the ISPS Handa Championship at Gotemba Golf Course, and I'm joined by my countryman and tournament director Darrell O'Hara. How are you, mate?
Great, thank you very much for having me. Yeah, all good. Enjoying my time here in Japan.
I wanted to do a little bit of background on the tournament. So this is part of your Asia swing, and it's the second time in Japan for this particular event.
Yeah, correct. We came here in 2023, our first time operating out here. It was a hell of a learning curve for us operating in a new market, as with any. But we certainly feel that we understand the country a lot more. We love it here. Our players love coming here. The food, the culture, everything around it is just a great atmosphere that we really enjoy.
Fantastic. Can I ask you about, because Japan is a difficult place to do business, notoriously for any foreigner who knows who's come here. What have some of your challenges been?
I think I've definitely found that the procedures and the structure, something that isn't something we kind of experience elsewhere, but on the flip side to that, the processes and the efficiencies of what I've experienced operating a major golf event is unlike anything else. But yeah, certainly from my side, that was the big step in. I think it's 100% of the picture before we move forward with something.
I noticed you changed golf courses as well. So last year you were over in Ibaraki, and this time you're over in Shizuoka in Gotemba. Beautiful. Well, the backdrop says it all. We're looking at Mount Fuji here.
Yeah, it's I've been kind of using the phrase, I've realized this after a few trips, that on the DP World Tour circuits, there is going to be nothing more iconic in terms of that instant snapshot of where you are, which is a very rare thing when you're on a links course in Scotland or Ireland. At the end of the day, incredible venues, but this thing is something else altogether. And we're glad Fuji-san could join us today.
Right. On Tuesday, you must have been a little bit worried about the weather.
Yeah, it was a bit of a
Irish
wild
weather.
It was. At one stage, I felt like we were back on the north coast of Ireland. But no, from our side, I think we got through it. We had a bit of a fog delay yesterday, but yeah, I mean, today was absolutely stunning. Coming on site, we got things back up and running, and hopefully tomorrow will be the same.
Okay, fantastic. And just in terms of the DP World Tour and your goals for having an Asia swing, what do you hope to achieve with having a tournament here in Japan?
I think ultimately it's about growing the game of golf. Our partners here in the JGTO and the pathway system for their players into our circuit, and then likewise onto our colleagues in the PGA Tour is something that we're very proud of. I think in the past, I think we've had 2 Japanese winners this year already, and we've had 3 on the back end of last year. So 3 in the past few months is quite a statement. we definitely find that the players over here are outstanding players. We can see them competing. Greatly excited to see a number of names up the top of the leaderboard this week, and again we're hoping for a great finish on Sunday. But yeah, definitely the culture, the way in which they operate is second to none. So yeah, it's good to have them.
Do you think that it is a good viable path for Japanese players, that they'll be all seeing the success of those guys and wanting to compete in Europe?
Yeah, most definitely. We've had a few interactions with them kind of through our press days, and I think they do see it as a real competitive advantage. I am of the belief that probably the pins and the way we set up the golf course is probably a bit more challenging than the normal circuits. But at the same time, we can see the guys competing. And again, it's great to see the names up there. We were delighted when we saw those wins. Particularly in my case, as the championship director for this tournament, seeing those guys win throughout the season is a great asset for this product. Our objective here is to, I suppose, expose the brand of the DP World Tour more to the Japanese market. It's an incredible market. I've never been anywhere with more golf courses. You turn left, right, and centre, you see a golf course. Walking through Tokyo, the other night, you from was Shinagawa up to Shinjuku, I think I came across about 15 different golf shops. It's staggering. So again, the market is here, and we want to be in this market. It makes sense to be in the market.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. I'd like to ask you a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Because we don't often get an Irish tournament director in our midst. Give us a little bit about your own background. How'd you get into golf?
So it's a long story now, but I'll try and keep it short.
I can edit it, don't worry.
No, I started. I'm hail from Kildare, home with the 2006 Ryder Cup. I very simply realised there was something big coming up, managed to get my foot in the door, spent a bit of time working in the Ryder Cup as effectively a runner, and joined later in life. I've been on the tour now for 10 years, working my way through kind of all levels, finishing as the current championship director of both this and the British Masters. Live in the UK now, moved away from the home ground, but most definitely kind of take pride in my Irish roots, and a particular passion of mine for another climb was the Irish Open. Fantastic.
And did you get the call and say, what do you think of Japan? How's your Japanese?
I think they thought it'd be fun at first to just see how I get on and survive over here. It's certainly more on the fun side of things. I think, it's been great. It's a real learning curve, but at the same time, I think we've managed to crack some of it. And I think I can certainly say our staff love being here, our players love being here, and our partners love being out here as well.
That's fantastic. When you said you were in Tokyo, did you manage to go out and eat any food or experience anything in Tokyo?
We've definitely experienced as a team a few things.
Okay.
We've had our 1 or 2 nights of karaoke. Unlike kind of any karaoke bar you'll find elsewhere, we're not quite used to having the 5-story buildings full of different rooms.
Yes.
And then again, the food, the cuisine, we always come across. I've yet to have a bad snack out here. That's the thing. I think.
Ask you, what kind of food? What's your favorite Japanese food here?
I think that's pretty simple. Karage. I think I've had it every night for the past week. Yeah, fried chicken. It's unlike anything else.
Actually, your own bento that we had in the media center was very good. Hats off. It was really good, wasn't it?
That's good. And that and a katsu sandwich.
Oh, katsu!
That and the random selection of snacks is hot dog in a bag is quite great as well. We found that one. So,
okay. I haven't had that one there. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Well, I won't keep any more of your time. You're super busy. It's a busy Friday afternoon. The rain is holding off. Darrell, thank you very much for joining us.
No, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.